Hello and welcome. Today we're talking about ADHD. Do we all have ADHD? When I look on Instagram, I think, yeah, maybe we do all have ADHD. It's a super popular topic, ADHD. But is that real or is it a myth? Let's just clarify a few things. Huh? First myth. Oh, I'm hyperactive. I must have ADHD, right? Many people think so. Huh? Why are we possibly hyperactive? Huh? Perfectionism, high inner expectations. Very common in society because it's a performance society we are in. We have to perform. So if that's too strong, a little bit the needle over the healthy middle, like always perfect, inner critic, I have to be better, then all of a sudden, hyperactivity, everything fast, and I think I have ADHD, but not necessarily. Number two, lack of focus. I cannot focus, concentration is down, I must have ADHD, right? Right, no, I don't think so. Not necessarily. Because, again, lack of focus is a main symptom for stress. And stress also related to high inner expectations, perfectionism. So we're coming again through a similar cause here. So things look like ADHD, and it's easy to say I have ADHD, but it's often, something in our personality we can work on. And we can call it ADHD if that's helpful, but we don't necessarily have to. And if you look at our society, like I was born and raised in the 1980s in Germany, three television networks. Yeah, I know for every American it's probably super super funny to hear. Yeah, in the 80s we had three networks, and we had one library, and that was the source of information. So today, social media, AI, bam, 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 it's endless, and it's something to be grateful for. But at the same time, all these opportunities and options can drive us and drive us maybe too fast and, trigger lack of focus as well. So we are living in a very exciting time that triggers ADHD more than maybe in the 1980s. Just that everyone knows, or ADHD symptoms. So let's just look at briefly my own background. So before I came to America, I was this adventure travel influencer before social media in Germany. How to travel the world for free. I traveled from Germany to Antarctica, brought me to America. I was invited on the Tonight Show with Katy Perry, on the Today Show, and I've been to over 100 countries. Many people said at that time, oh, he's super ADHD. Obviously, I don't think so. I think I had a very high expectations of myself. My inner beliefs were super high. I have to do all this, which was, great. I don't regret it, but it was kind of triggering hyperactivity, lack of focus, extreme sensitivity sometimes, obviously. So I changed it over years. Mental health coaching from my home office today, and just a different lifestyle, working out, different diet, different values. Huh? So, if you guys or any one of you thinks, oh, maybe I have ADHD, let's just look at it. What are the root causes? Number one is perfectionism. That's coming with high inner expectation and inner critic. Just give it a thought. Do you feel like that's sometimes happening? Emotional stress, for sure. Or trauma. If something happened in our childhood or in our life that was a bit traumatic, that can trigger. That's good to work on. But here's another one, often overlooked: inflammation and nutritional deficiency. Yes. So there are many studies proving that lack of nutrients, nutrition deficiency, can trigger hyperactivity, lack of focus. I'm so wired. And inflammation. Huh? It's something we may not think about every day. Do I have a certain level of inflammation in my body? So sugar, trans fat, unhealthy diet can trigger that. Huh? Huh? Lack of sleep, obviously, easy one. And if someone is super stressed, burnout, all of a sudden he feels like I have ADHD. So there are many different aspects. So what are the solutions? You know, cardio, lowers all the symptoms by 50%. I'm a trail runner, and I can really say, oh my God, it's calming me down. Stress management in general, but, working on boundary setting, learning to say no sometimes and not feeling guilty. Yeah. rewiring perfectionism. Yeah? If my expectations are too high, it's a process to work on, yeah? To really lower it to a healthy level. It doesn't work in a day. No, this is a long-term process, but that is usually key. And time management. Some people have a harder time to have a good time management than others. Like procrastination, time scheduling, writing down things is super important to get a grip on things. And the last one, inner beliefs. Yeah, if we have an inner belief, I need to perform, like a madman, then yeah, my expectations are super high. If I believe I like to perform, but I like to rest, and I like to perform and I like to rest, much more healthy. But working on inner beliefs. And sometimes we have these inner beliefs from, background, teachers, society, culture, parents, etc. So, just a little brief overview, more in the article, below in the comments. And I would be super happy if you like the video and if you sign up for the channel. And hey, feel free to share it. I think it's a very major topic we all are exposed to sometimes, and there is so much misunderstanding. All right. Thank you very much, and speak to you soon.